And we are following some breaking news already this morning. There is another possible bomb that was found in New York as the FBI intensifies its investigation of a series of devices sent to critics of President Trump. Take a look at these pictures. They are of an NYPD bomb truck transporting the latest suspicious package to a safe location. Now, it was sent to actor Robert De Niro at a New York production house. Sources say it resembles at least 8 other devices that were found in 4 states and in Washington, D.C. Now, most of those were sent to prominent Democrats, including former President Barack Obama and former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. And CBS News has just learned that another one was sent to former Vice President Joe Biden.
The FBI says at least 3 of the packages contained the pipe bombs. None of them exploded and no one was hurt. President Trump responded during a speech last night.
Any acts or threats of political violence are an attack on our democracy itself. No nation can succeed that tolerates violence or the threat of violence as a method of political intimidation, coercion, or control.
Jeff Pegues is tracking this investigation. He's outside the Obama's home in Washington, D.C. Jeff, good morning. What's the latest?
And good morning. The response that we are seeing right now in New York is similar to the response we saw yesterday with the NYPD bomb squad and bomb truck moving in to take control of a suspicious device. It certainly feels like this investigation is expanding by the minute with all of these suspicious devices. And this morning, this federal task force is racing to track down whoever is responsible. One day after, first responders and bomb squads swarm locations across the country, an intense investigation is underway into who sent a series of crude explosives to prominent public figures and the press.
We wouldn't be at all surprised if more devices show up.
In New York City, investigators are combing through surveillance video in and around CNN's offices after a suspicious package was delivered, addressed to former CIA Director John Brennan.
It appears that an individual or individuals sent out multiple similar packages.
Wednesday, law enforcement uncovered another package at a postal facility in Los Angeles, one of 2 addressed to Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Investigators have also recovered suspicious packages addressed to Hillary Clinton, President Barack Obama, and Democratic Party mega donor George Soros. A package intended for former Attorney General Eric Holder ended up Wednesday at Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz's office in Florida because of a phony return address.
The federal government is conducting an aggressive investigation, and we will find those responsible and we will bring them to justice.
X-ray images obtained by the New York Times show a recovered pipe bomb, one of which law enforcement sources tell CBS News was made from PVC tubing containing explosive pyrotechnic powder and glass to be used as shrapnel. A digital clock connected to a small battery served as a possible triggering device. At least 4 of the packages were sent using manila envelopes with 6 American Flag Forever stamps on each one. They'll now be analyzed at the FBI laboratory in Quantico, Virginia. As they're gathering this information, all these investigators, how does that information filter up to the top?
What markings are on the outside or on the inside of a piece of end cap to see who's the manufacturer?
Ron Hosko is a former assistant director of the FBI. What does it say that they didn't explode?
Well, it may say that they were intercepted prior to their ability to explode. It may say that they were never capable of exploding, even though they may have had black powder in them.
Right now, investigators are working under the assumption that whoever built these suspicious devices tried to keep the weight down so that they could just drop them in a mailbox rather than going to a post office and risking getting caught on surveillance cameras. They believe these devices were functional, but because they did not explode, investigators will be able to deconstruct the devices and then try to trace the components. John.
Jeff, thank you.